Hi Quilt Roadies! Thank you for stopping by. If by chance this is your very first video, welcome, welcome. Please hit the subscribe button and that way, and also the bell. The little bell beside the subscribe button actually lets you know when I upload a video. And with that thought, the rest of you who've been hanging out with me for a while, double check that you're subscribed. The numbers that they sent me said that a certain percentage, a lot, view my video regularly but are not subscribed. So it would be awesome to get those subscription rates up, if you know what I mean. So we have been busy here. We, as in the collective we. That means everybody in here and everybody in here has been busy. As you saw at the beginning of the video, I have a finish. It still needs to be quilted and bound, but it will be this year before the quilt show. And the reason being is that my quilt group that's in Sisters, the Berries, I was inspired. We have like a kind of a text chat going on, and they were able to meet at around Christmas time at one of the members' homes, which I was so bummed out that I missed because I know that it was decorated like off the charts. But one of the members said that we could possibly, as a group, display pollination quilts. That was the theme, pollination, in the garden quilt. I forget what they call it, you know. But during the quilt show, so the Sisters Outdoor Quilt, let me back up and try to be professional. So, the Sisters Outdoor Quilt Show is held yearly on the second Saturday in July. And the week before is the Quilters Affair, in which classes are held with a variety of instructors. And there are events in the evening. And there are also some events during the day if you're not in class. And one of those is Quilts in the Garden. And one of our members found out that we might be able to snag a garden, and the garden tour is kind of like a combination of master gardener program and just people who really love to garden and their garden is a palette. And they display quilts in those gardens, and then you tour. You drive around from garden to garden and you tour those gardens and the quilts hanging in them on a specific day during that week before the quilt show. And so she asked if our group would like to snag a garden and display our quilts, and the theme was pollination. And this is what is so magnificent about quilt groups, is they are encouraging and inspiring, and yeah, you get in trouble. Yeah, you get in trouble. But I've missed that a lot the last 2 years, as many of you have expressed, not getting together to stitch. And when you have a small quilt group that you've been with for a while, there's a quilting sister relationship that occurs. And this group is really close to my heart. They are wonderful people, all walks of life, like a variety of quilting. And case in point being that the quilt you saw at the beginning, which was a Timeless Traditions quilt called Remember the Giver, that quilt has been languishing for probably 3 years. I barely worked on it since COVID started, so that's been 2 years, 2+ years. I had all the blocks. I had bought the pattern and the, I don't think I think maybe I bought it as a kid. I'm not sure. Probably, because when I look at the background fabrics, I'm thinking that that must have been a kit. And then I added some of my own wool. But I got it from the old World Quilt shop in Cave Creek, which is closed now. And, you know, it breaks your heart when these lovely, lovely shops had to close their doors for a variety of reasons. So the quilt kind of languished, you know. The blocks, I had 3 blocks left to do, and it just kind of languished. But because of my berries in Sisters, my quilt group in Sisters, I was re-inspired to get that done, and it was joyful. It was joyful. It's like seeing an old friend when you bring out these blocks and you have a purpose. I know that it's going to be during the Sisters Outdoor Quilt Show, and it's and you're inspired. You're just inspired. So I am really happy with that first quilting quilt type finish for 2022. And it's kind of got me on a roll because I don't have any kind of schedule. As you notice in the background, I have pulled off the tumbling blocks quilt. That thing is humongous. It's absolutely humongous. And it's all in Civil War fabrics. And I got this quilt. This is cheating, but it's cheating in the most wonderful way. I bought, and I don't know if you can still get it. You can request it and see if she'll do it. But Lisa Bongian from Primitive Gatherings had a whole pack already pre-cut tumbling blocks. All you had to do was arrange and sew them. And so it is a huge, huge quilt. So I decided that this is going to be my next binding project. And I use these little binding clips, and I have like 5, and it makes me feel good because when I stitch along, I don't know, there's probably several of you that feel the same way. When I stitch the binding down and I get to that last clip and I have to move all the clips, it's like getting a finish. Yeah, it's getting a finish. So that is my next binding project. It's going to take me a while. I am, you know, I have this sense that the world is going to go quick, 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 quick this year. Because I realized that, oh my gosh, we're towards the end of January. We are at the end of January. And that means what's next? February. So this is getting a lot of love. This is getting a lot of love this week. I know I haven't gotten very far, but I'm starting on the vines. And this is A Token of My Love by the Raspberry Rabbit. What I can tell you when you go to the site, because it is somewhat, when I looked at the pattern, I kind of went, how did she do that stitching? But Michelle, the Raspberry Rabbit, makes a video. And so there's a video on what she did on each of these motifs. And so I watched the whole video. It was like having a girlfriend in the Beehive. And so now I'm working on the vine. Also, February. which means this week, the last week in January. Isn't it the last week in January? Yeah, yeah. We got gnomes in the house. I have got to prep the February monthly year of the gnomes. So those of you that are doing it, I hope you're prepping yours also. But look at how cute those two little gnomes are. Oh. And the kit has everything in it. The string, the button. Oh, the button connects their two hats together. How sweet is that? I have been keeping track since the beginning of the month of both my cross stitch and my quilting together in one journal. And it's from Fat Quarter Shop. And I didn't think I was going to really... I thought it was going to end up being another one of those journals that you have one page in, and I have a ton of them around here. But what I have found is that I love seeing what I finished and what I'm working on. There's no rules to my agenda. It's whatever I feel like, but in all my scattered craziness, having written down what projects I touched gives me a sense of control, I guess. I guess it would be control. And so I'm combining both my cross stitch and my stitching and crafting. Everything is in one journal, and I'm loving that. I am loving that. What else can I tell you while we're sitting here before we get started with some stitching? There was a knock at the door. G and I have been doing a lot of online shopping, and last week was a little bit stressful in terms of that one of our families had COVID running through it, which meant no, it's that, I don't know about you, but my sense of time is now managed by the garbage man when he shows up, and family dinner on Sunday when my middle grandson comes. He spends a day and then his parents pick him up and we have the family dinner on Sunday. Well, it snowed and the garbage truck could not get up here. So garbage the day the garbage got picked up was disrupted. And then COVID has been running through that one family, my younger son's family. And so there was no family dinner and no grandson. And I found that my life felt confused, that there was, listen, you can hear the garbage truck. My schedule and the cadence of my life got confused because I didn't realize how much that those two events kind of scheduled, made me think about my life schedule. And so now it's kind of like trying to figure out what day of the week it is and make sure that the cans get out there because, everything kind of got off kilter. It's interesting when you're so happy to see the garbage man. I waved to him. Yeah, I waved to him. Yeah, so I don't even know why I went off on that tangent. Maybe it's because it's almost February and trying to stay ahead of all of that. But, oh, I know why I was. So we've been doing lots of shopping online because we have not been going out. And I was depressed one day last week, just, you know, feeling sorry for myself, and I allow that in my safe haven of this home, that sometimes I don't have to adult. I can throw a tantrum and be depressed and be okay with it. I just need to have it move through me. And the So Yeah Brothers were on. That's not a good combination for me. Happy hour, because when we have happy hour here, so G and I, we kind of move to the cadence of our lives, and at 4 o'clock we gather together, we meet for happy hour, and we talk and have a glass of wine and a snack and look at, we are such a boring couple. We watch RV videos. Well, first we listen to Garrison Keillor. We moved Garrison Keillor's 5-minute What Happened Today from breakfast to happy hour. So we listen to him, and then we watch RV travel videos, because that's what we dream about. We dream about hitting the road, stitching on the road, well, me, stitching on the road, stopping at quilt shops, yeah, again, me, and just experiencing the world. So we watch those videos of people that are still traveling around and where they are, and we dream. But the So Yeah Brothers, twice a week, will come on at around 5 o'clock. And then G will say, well, you want to watch the So Yeah Brothers, and he'll start dinner. Don't watch the So Yeah Brothers on a day that you're feeling a little down and out, because then you get delivered to your house a package that's like a baby. I mean, there was a package delivered, and G answered the door, and he picked up this, I haven't even opened it yet because I'm going to do it with you guys. He picked up this package and brought it in, and held it like a baby. It's a So Yeah baby. So I haven't opened it yet, because I can't even remember what it was that I bought. So let's see, okay? Let's do it together. It's like a Quilting Baby. Yeah, when I asked him, when he brought the package in, I said, who's that from? And he said, oh, it's from So Yeah. Wow, this is really, and it's kind of fun to get on there, because a lot of times I'll see some of you on there at the same time. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's a package inside of a package. I should have opened this up so you wouldn't have to listen to me. It's a So Yeah Christmas. Oh, look at that. It's a package in a package. Wow. It makes you amazed at the shipping portion, the shipping department of this company. I swear. Okay. Are you ready? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is this crazy or what? Okay. Okay. All that crinkle just means there's some fun stuff in here. Oh yeah, I remember. Look at this. I bought backings, but backings to me are also, they could be used not just as backings, they could be used as focus fabrics or fill-in fabrics on a quilt. So I just thought this one was lovely. And this one, I'll try to see if I can, oh, this one came with a pattern. A lot of times, this is what's really nice about the Soyaz, is that a lot of times with when they're doing a certain sale, and I don't know which one, but regularly, they will include a quilt pattern that can be made out of the fabric. And so this is called Boomerang. That is a cute quilt. Look at that. Boomerang. But I wanted to be sure if I can see who this particular one is made by. Oh, it's a Robert Kaufman. It's a Robert Kaufman, and it's, oh, I should have known. Take a look at it again. Can you guess? Elizabeth Hartman. Yeah. No wonder I liked it. She's a Portland girl. Oh, now this is, I believe, 108 wide. It's like a king size. And it is Stained Glass by Wyndham Fabrics. Look at that. Awesome, huh? Awesome. Okay, now this one is you know, it's kind of want to see. Oh, this is a Robert Kaufman. I'm looking for the salvage, you know. And it's Hello Lucky. Hello Lucky. It's a beautiful, I just thought it was a beautiful kind of a, you know, you could use it as backing or you can use it as background fabric on a quilt. This one is just lovely. This is a Michael Miller Tropical Stripes. Now, if you're wanting any of these, for some reason, you are going to look for these or call up this, so yeah, you're going to have to write it down. I'm not listing those in the description box. Okay. Then I bought 2 one-yard packs. And this one I bought because, naturally, it had, and I can't tell, oh, let's see, maybe it's over here. Let me see. It's making it fun. Making it fun, Deep Sea Stars. This is by Michael Miller Fabrics. So this is a Michael Miller fabric 1-yard pack. And you can see that this has starfish, There's seashells, there's seahorses, and just a nice little gray print there. And this one I bought because of G, because he is awesome. Dan Morris Designs for QT Fabrics. Huh. Not really familiar with that, but I knew I wanted it. So there we are. Music, musical notes, radio, records, and musical notations. Well, it looks like I'm going to have my work cut out for me. Yeah, so on, what is today? What is today? Today is Thursday, so on Tuesday, I think they do these shows on Tuesday and Saturday. We were sitting down for happy hour, and G said, "Do you want to watch the So Yeah?" And I'm like, "No, no, I can't. I just can't, because I've got a So Yeah baby up in the yeah." But occasionally you have to take that plunge, don't you? So for a little bit now, while we're chatting, I'm going to stitch on A Token of My Love. A Token of My Love. These are, she does this pre-printed, this is the Raspberry Rabbit, she does these pre-printed linens, where you'd like go and just say it, you know, stop talking mid-sentence, huh? I appreciate so much all of the support and the comments left on the last video. It warms my heart. Do you see how far I'm? It's like, I don't know, I have a problem with the length. You're supposed to, what, do 18 inches and stuff, and I'm like a 36 incher. No wonder I have so many knots. But Michelle does these pre-printed linens, and she does, oh, there's just some lovely, lovely ones. Oh. But I was really sad for her because she lost one of her buns. She has bunnies, and one of her bunnies passed away. I wish I wasn't so allergic to everything. I have such, you know, I have a whole pass. I can't have cats. I mean, most dogs. I can't have most dogs. But I did have a long discussion with my bestie, and am now at peace at being petless for right now. I was really struggling. Well, you know, I think the whole COVID and being at home a lot and all that makes you just long for things, and I was really missing my Enzo and trying to figure out, do I want another dog? And my heart says, yes, you do. But my heart also says, no, you don't. And so I'm taking a break from that longing, because I went on the, let me just look here, what she did here. Okay. I went on the dog, because I can only have certain kind of dogs. And I've always, once I realized that there was a significant, I mean, I have a significant allergy problem, I have stuck to poodles. So I have had 3 poodles in my life. And so I went on to the poodle rescue sites, you know, for the United States, and in different states they have them listed. You can go on to the rescue sites for any breed of dog, you know, or if you don't even care about the breed, you know, but you can go on and see what states have a dog available. And what broke my heart about it was that just because you love a dog doesn't mean anybody in your family is going to love a dog. And there were several dogs, poodles, that were on the rescue site because their owners either died or went into memory care of some kind. And so then the dogs were turned over, and the photographs, you could tell the trauma of these dogs. And I thought, I can't do that, because I tend to look at a dog not as a pet but as a family member. And the thought that the dog would outlive me would and that it could end up being you know, rehomed, it just broke my heart. And so because I am at an age where conceivably a dog could outlive me, I thought, oh, I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could do that. So I decided that I'm just going to relax for a while. Now, my friend Karen, she lucked out, and she's a dachshund girl, and she lucked out and got rehomed an elderly dachshund. Now, see, I could conceivably do that with a poodle, but it has to be, I'm babbling here, it has to be the right one, because many of these poodles that were being rehomed because their owners were either had died or their living situation changed, were not children friendly. You know, it says right, you know, they're very responsible. So it says right in the adoption thing, needs a home, without cats or without other dogs, or no children, no small children. And I have small children. I mean, my grandchildren are here, and so, you know, it is what it is. So I kind of relaxed a little bit about it. It's not necessarily what I want. It's what's best for any future dog that I would get. So we'll just have to see. Yeah, we'll just have to see. I was going to try to, there's a gal who walks her standard poodle, and he's just a lovely dog. And I've talked to her before, but I was thinking that I might, she might think I'm some kind of weirdo, but I might confront her, not confront her, but stop her and say, hey, do you ever need someone to walk your dog? I'll walk your dog. Yeah, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? There's a couple around here. I could be the poodle dog walker. Yeah, that would be kind of fun. Oh, this is turning out quite nice. So I've been listening to my Adele CD that I got, and oh my gosh, You know, does Adele not just make you, her voice is absolutely lovely. And the lyrics are just grab your heart. Just grab your heart. And one of her songs, I was thinking, you know, as a parent, we tend to think of each stage of our children as, oh, we just get them to this stage, we're kind of home free kind of thing. But I have to say that as a parent, no matter what age your children are, you have to evolve as a mother, don't you? The mother you were to a 3-year-old, you're still a mother to a 40-year-old. It's just that you have to evolve what that means. And in one of her songs was just like, oh my gosh, I could hear her child talking in the background, and it was like, oh gosh, beautiful. I recommend that CD. I recommend that CD. See my little leaves, how they're turning out? They're turning out really cute. Yeah. Well, last night, G and I watched a movie that was, I think, was not only funny, but it was lovely. It was lovely. I mean, it was just I was hunting for something to watch besides the Worldwide Wrestling. There's just some weird TV. And it was called Palm. Have you heard about it? It had Diane Keaton in it. That's what made me stop and actually turn it on for us to watch. But it had Diane Keaton in it, and it was about a woman who relocates from her independent, solitary kind of life. She doesn't have any children, to one of those 55-year or older communities, and it was it was a lovely movie. Let me just say, it was worth watching. So it doesn't sound like something, because they're actually about making a cheerleading squad, which sounds absurd at that age, but it was worth watching. It was a nice diversion from watching reruns of The Big Bang. So we watched that last night. And then my girlfriend told me that my favorite author, Frederick Bachman, they made a movie out of one of his books. So I'm going to hunt that one down too, because I love his books, so I imagine that the movies will be good. Oh, I just love how that is turning out. Yeah, I've been, especially since I was working on that Timeless Traditions quilt, Remember the Giver, which I had gotten at the Old World Quilt Shop. It made me really acknowledge that we have to support our local quilt shops, or we're going to even lose more than we already have. And there have been some lovely, lovely quilt shops that have closed this last year, and we don't want to lose any more. We don't. I'm just saying. I'm just saying I don't. But yeah, we don't want to lose any more. And I know I've told you about the cotton harvest up in Canada has the Sue Spargo. She has quite a selection of Sue Spargo stuff. But what I didn't know, which I'm excited to get from her, is she carries Cosmo threads. And I've never really used Cosmo threads. I know that gosh, don't you just hate it when a Meg Hockey from Crabapple Hill, don't you just hate it when you could just taste that piece of memory and you can't quite pull it out of your head? Yeah. I know that Meg Hockey from Crabapple Hill uses it quite a bit, but I have not used a bunch of it, so I'm anxious to get some from the cotton harvest up in Canada for those of you that are up there. And then excuse me for 1 minute. I want to show you something, and I didn't bring it over here. Just look at that back wall. So this last week, I received a shipment that I ordered back a couple months ago from the Peter. His wife is the Carolina cross stitcher, and I'll put that link below. Peter is an artist all in his own genre, which is wood turning, and I take my glasses off so I can actually see you. He does wood turning, and so I've been ordering, every so often I ordered different things from him as his wife posts them on Instagram, and he's an artist with wood. He is an artist with wood. And so I ordered this little absolutely beautiful, beautiful wood little vase jar. Well, let me tell you this story. So when I saw, let me back up a little bit. When I saw on Instagram, Instagram is a black hole of shopping also. But when I saw on Instagram that that there was some things posted by Under the Woolen Willow. Hold on a second. I want to give it all just due. So, Under the Woolen Willow, she posted a pincushion made out of wool with a little hexie in a beautiful blue sugar bowl, ceramic sugar bowl, and it was packaged absolutely adorable. I was so excited when I got it, but when I opened the box, the sugar bowl, and the box didn't even look damaged, but you can tell that whatever happened traveling between her and I, that the Postal Service used that as a soccer ball, because the sugar bowl was just crushed on one side. I mean, it was just crushed, and I was crushed also. And so I let her know, and she's sending me a new one, which is great. But I was so disappointed because, she buys the pieces that she uses to make the pincushions when she goes out, thrifting. And so you're never going to get that same, it's a one-of-a-kind purchase when you do that. So I knew I was going to throw that away, and I did not want to throw away the little piece of wool that she made the hexy pincushion out of. So I was trying to pull it away from the crushed sugar bowl and get it all off of there in one piece, which I was able to. And then I had the brilliant idea of combining Peter's wood bowl, his little wood bowl, with Michelle's piece of wool that she had used for the pincushion. And so this is what I came up with. It's like a combination of two worlds. Isn't that stunning? Yeah, so I glued it down in there, and then I put a big heavy book on top of this to hold it down until it dried. But you'll have to go check out Under the Woolen Willow and Peter's. The thing about both of them is that they are both so popular that when they post things on Instagram, you have to kind of be ready because stuff sells really fast. And I lucked out on that other pincushion, and these are, he's making a lot of them. Like if you see things posted, it'll have the name or the number and the price, and then you email his wife, Kathy, and if you get there before anybody else, then you get it. Otherwise, you might, like me, say, I'll wait, I really want that, and when he gets around to making the next one, then you've got it going. How adorable is this? And she put some old buttons. Yeah. Well, do you have anything to tell me? 'Cause I'm all done jabbering. Let me know what you're doing. Let me know what your February is going to include. Are you already done with your heart stuff and are moving on to your St. Patty's stuff? Just let me know. I'd appreciate it. I love the company and I love the comments. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And you all take care. And don't forget, all we want to do is create and feel good about it. Love you guys. See you next time.